Hey everyone, in today's session we will do a case study, a proof of concept, I would say, and we'll try to implement a real world scenario into a tutorial scene, and we'll see how can we replace existing geometry with the real world one. Um, um, Before we start, I'd like to thank um, our dear subscriber, Mr. Jeremy White, and Mr. Martin Lace, who is actually an animator and has some great works on his Instagram page. So I would highly recommend to check him out. Really great works. So before we start, let's make some small changes and clean up. So let's import our Alembic file that we kindly allow to use, and here we have two dinosaurs fighting, and um, I can use this Alembic straight away. I cannot connect it. It's wrong to connect it straight into the setup because we need some a small preparation. Since Alembic is represented as one point of the whole geometry, we need polygons to work with. So we're converting our Alembic file, and now we have our points and primitives that we can work with. Okay, another thing we need to do is to check uh, our scale. So if I take as a reference the human scale, you see this is just a very small geometry. So whenever you do your visual effects, it's always a good habit to measure um, a proper scale. So your visual effect would fit and look uh, kind of accordingly to the scales. Okay. Otherwise, it will be difficult to achieve uh, the goal you are kind of looking for. So this scale, I'm taking. I looked on the internet, so this kind of a scale, uh, this type of dinosaur, um, it's kind of okay scale. Yeah. So I took this value. I used this value. Um, yeah. Another thing that I like to do. So uh, the visual effects preparation takes some time. So that's why I'm time shifting the animation. So our effect could take some warm up time, and I'm using 100. Um, and we have our animation starting from 100. And last, I will simply use one geometry in this case, since it would be faster. Okay, and also I would like to add a camera. to the scene. Okay, now we have camera and we're chasing our main character. Okay, so now I can simply connect it here, and this is my setup from the last lesson. And since I've showed in the procedural grouping system two methods to apply anti-deforming or moving geometry, um, in my case I had moving and deforming geometry being separated, and I had those separately applied. In this case, we have one alembic where we have a deformation and movement all in one. So I'll be using a second method for that reason. Okay. And both methods are applicable, but I think in this case it will be easy to use the second one. So we're time shifting our geometry, freezing our animation, scattering a bunch of points, and activating the attributes, and using attribute interpolate to kind of glue our points onto the geometry. And since we're using a real world scale, I would like to also configure to change some settings. So here we'll be using like 75 starting point. Our simulation will start from frame 75, and here I will use not 1 but 10 in this case, and yeah, everything is okay. And plus we have our dripping particles that will fall into infinity. Since we have a short period of time, a living time, it will be deleted, but to keep it short, it's good just to put let's say in the very end, like enable and dead if it's like at point dot y is less than 0.1, let's say, or minus 0.1. This way it will delete whenever it crosses that value. Right, and yeah, that's it. We also let's first take a look on the result. So starting 75. So here our dripping system works okay. Let me also add some more points. And collect everything. So we're using the method 2, so I'm just switching to a method 2. Alright. And so the dripping particles, trails, and the trail masks merge together, and we just collecting everything together. So here's the geometry. I'll add a color red just to separate particles, and add some subdivide. So see our geometry smoother. And now if we just scrub, let's go with the pixels. Alright, let's make a quick review. Preview. Start from 100 to 300. Well, as you see, the dripping system is working. The only thing we changed the gravity, so those particles will slide down faster, and it will be proper that way. Another thing, we'll use the kill particles, as you see, as soon as they cross the grid, they being deleted, which will save you time. It will make your simulation much more efficient. And what else? We can grow from here. Actually, we can kind of rip them off or drop them off because of the speed of this dinosaur. And but the main goal of the tutorial and this showcase was to kind of to have a look and um, to get clear understanding that the, the tutorial is valid to use in your own scene. Just the setup should be properly made, and all real world measures should be applied. Okay, and from here I would also kind of add some turbulence to those trail particles, and yeah, you can grow from here. By doing this implementation and having the uh, complex animated dinosaur, I also was interested in how it will work with a set of tools that I've been um, working on, and that will be available soon on my boosting Patreon. The rain effects tools, how it will work with the type of um, complex animated geometry. So, and here I have uh, the VIP version of the tool. So, where we have like the rain, the dripping system, the splash system, the shadow splash system, and yeah, everything works together, and it's quite fast, I should say. Um, yeah, with some additional settings, um, and yeah. So as you see, so this dripping system is actually the part of that uh, uh, whole tool system. Well, I hope the case study was useful, and we also tested the setup in the tutorial and how it works with such a complex geometry and complex animations. And yeah, well, hope that was useful, and thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the future sessions. Thank you very much, and goodbye.